Good morning.
Good morning.
It is lovely to be here. Thank you for welcoming me. I do feel like Jeremiah, who said, "Lord God, I'm only a girl." But thank you. Someone told me this morning that people have been praying for me, so it made me feel more confident. Thank you so much. And I want to especially thank Reverend Kim for allowing me to be here on behalf of VST. So this is actually my first time speaking to a congregation. Usually my audience is high school students or youth group. So I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm excited to share a little bit about my journey in VST especially. So in my language, there is a saying, "Tak kenal maka tak sayang," which means you cannot love a person unless you know them. So let me first introduce myself. My name is Karen, and as you know, I'm from Indonesia. Sam Andri is one of the members here, is my good friend from back home. And so I came to Vancouver just 7 months ago to start my theological education at VST. And back home, I work as a counselor and character building teacher in one of the Christian high schools in Jakarta. So, to tell you a little bit about my story, I came to know Christ personally when I was 12. And since then, my life has never been the same. One of C.S. Lewis's quotes that I really like says this: "I believe in Christianity as I believe that the sun has risen. Not only because I see it, but because by it I see everything else." So that phrase summarizes my whole journey with God. Coming to know Jesus for me is first and foremost like being able to see clearly and freely for the first time. At that time, as a 12-year-old, I might not be able to articulate the reason for my faith, nor do I understand fully the claims of Christianity. But what I know is my heart has come alive, and I'm overwhelmed with a sense of peace and joy that are different from anything I had ever experienced before. I was raised by a single mother, but never once had I felt that I don't have a brother. Our family was broken then, and we were struggling in a lot of ways. But the love of God at first restored my life, restored my family, bit by bit. And the thing about the love of God is that it's like a virus. It's contagious, and it penetrates all that it touches. And the word of Jesus that we listen in the Gospel of John today rings true for me. "You did not choose me, but I chose you." Have you ever felt the joy of being chosen? In a world where competition is always tight and people always look for the best, we are often left feeling inadequate and insecure. People today are so stressful because they always feel they need to do more, to achieve more, and to have more. Like recently, I went on a job hunting for a part-time work. So I applied to many companies. And of all the companies that I applied to, only 2 called me. And I thought to myself, my goodness, I was just trying to apply for a simple job. It's not like I was applying for a sophisticated managerial position. I was a bit overwhelmed. But thank God that I have a job today. But you see what I mean. Competition is tight. Even for a simple position, we have all kinds of requirements. And sometimes it creates a lot of anxieties. So no wonder people were bewildered when Jesus chose his disciples. When choosing his disciples, he did not choose the most brilliant Pharisee, nor the wealthiest man, or people with perfect moral record. Instead, he chose fishermen, tax collectors, sinners, and ordinary men and women. In 1 Corinthians 1, verse 28-29, the Apostle Paul said, God chose what is low and despised in the world, even things that are not, to bring nothing things that are, so that no human being might boast in the presence of God. So God chose me, in spite of all my brokenness and in the deficit. God chose me, but I was still drowning in my sin. And God chose you. Let that sink in for a little bit. God chose you. Don't you love this God who loves to dwell with the lowly, who loves to reveal himself to those with a heart of a child, who loves to use broken vessels? And his appointment over us is irrevocable. We don't have to validate our work. We don't have to seek the approval of others, but God himself. It is in him we live and move and have our being. It is in him we find our work, our life's purpose and meaning. And only in him we find life's greatest treasure. But chosen for what, you may ask? And Jesus answered, so that you might go and bear fruit that will last, so that whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give you. Now that we have found our identity and purpose in Jesus, he gives us a task. And the task that he gives us is one that is larger than life. One of my professors said, and this is really what I really like, that the gospel is not about salvation. The gospel is not about going to heaven. At least it's not just about that. The gospel is ultimately about becoming fully human by sharing the humanity of Christ. Irenaeus once also said, for the glory of God is the living man and woman, and the life of man and woman is the vision of God. Another translation reads, the glory of God is men and women who realize. So something in the fabric of our being cries for life, fullness, meaning, and significance. It is a cry that is often misinterpreted by our consumeristic culture as a cry for more achievement, more comfort, more entertainment, more unbridled pleasure, more fame, etc., etc. So the trend of modernity is the trivialization of life. We will be happy if we have more, if we consume more, if we get more. But Jesus shows us another way to live, to become truly human, to bear fruit that will last. He lived a humble life, a life of giving and sharing, a life committed to the flourishing of others. And he came and died and rose again to restore our humanity, to give us back our dignity as human. And this is the mission he gives to the church, to you and to me, the continued work he has started. And this is the life we have been called to. As God sent Jeremiah to be a prophet to the nations, God is sending us to the world. And as a skilled gardener, the Father cuts and prunes the branches so that they will bear more fruit. So likewise, our lives are being pruned by God. Have you ever felt that you are being pruned? Maybe some of us are sick, or lonely, or despondent, or disappointed at how life has turned out to be. It is painful, just like the gold that is being refined in the fire. But in the end, we will see that God only hurts to heal us, like a surgeon who cuts you open only to heal you. So trust his hands, for this life momentary affliction is preparing for us an eternal weight of glory beyond all comparison. We love to be fruitful and achieve things in the world, but the fruits that God is bringing out of us are ones that do not wither. They are fruit that lasts into eternity. So trust your life into the hands that hold everything together. During my study at VST, I came to realize how important it is to have leaders, pastors, teachers, writers, and speakers, whose minds and imaginations are formed spiritually, mentally, intellectually, in the Word of God. Because these are the prophets of our generation, sent out to bring the voice of God and the light of God to dark and desolate places, to make war against the trivialization of life and of humanity, the continued work of Jesus in restoring and redeeming humanity and the order of the universe. Because this is the work that we have been called to do. In VST, I found people from so many different Christian and religious traditions, different nationalities, different professional backgrounds, and even different age groups. But nevertheless, all share the same vision and the same commitment to the flourishing of the world and the people that God has made. For the first time in my life, I saw so many faces of Christianity. And the best thing for me is that my professors never dictate to me which views or which beliefs I should subscribe to. They teach me to be aware of the so many different things that shape the things that I believe in about God, about myself, and about the world. They do not dismiss my tradition or cultural heritage, but instead they encourage me to embrace them and use them in ways that are faithful to our faith. And without a doubt, I have been stretched and feel like I have grown so much during my time here. So I am eternally grateful for the opportunity given to me to study and be informed here. And therefore, in this occasion, I want to thank all of you who have faithfully and generously supported our school, the prayers and various financial means. I want you to know that you are investing in things that have eternal values. I want to extend an invitation also on this occasion for those of you who feel that God is calling you to theological formation to join our journey at VST in shaping history for Jesus. There is no greater joy than to serve Him and to hear His voice in the end. Well done, my good and faithful servant. So we are called and we are chosen, and to Him who calls us, we will be faithful. That's all I want to share with you this morning. And in response to God's words, I invite everyone to stand up, and we will sing